What are you doing?
Playing Play-Doh.
You like it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, yes. I listen to me and drink Lala. And drink Lala, Mama.
Okay, go and drink.
Okay. But I'm too scared.
Nothing to be scared. Mama is here only.
Only here. Only.
Hello everybody, welcome to Baby and Hugs, a one-stop guide for parenting. No doubt we all love our mother tongue and would want our child to first learn that language and are of the opinion that they will learn English when they go to school. That's absolutely fine. But in today's time and age, to develop good communication skills, to come out of the hesitation, fear, and to excel in their studies, English is a very important language. And by default, it has become one of the parameters to gauge a child's level or IQ in the studies, and also to see how good he excels in his studies. But on the other hand, there is also a myth that if a child learns all the different languages together, it will create a confusion and he will not be able to learn one particular language. It's absolutely wrong. A child's brain is created as such where they are able to grasp multiple things at a time. Then why not multiple languages? It's absolutely fine, and we have to go forward and teach them English as much as possible. Before getting into the video, do consider subscribing to my channel and also like, share with your family and friends. Let's get into the video. So coming to how to teach your child in English. First one is to keep it simple. It is very essential that at the beginning or initially when you're starting to teach your child English, it's better to start with simple words or single words like for example like take, give, come, go, sit, stand, all such simple things you can ask them. It's very necessary that you keep it simple, short and crisp. Don't complicate it with the two long sentences like please get up and go, please stand and go and get the glass, please get your plate. All such things children will not understand initially. It's better to use simple words, very short words, single words, so that they understand it better and also develop that interest in learning, and later on you can build on with this. One is lots of visuals. Children learn better when there are pictures or images involved in it. So initially, to start with, it's necessary that we start with books which have bright colors in it like red, blue, yellow. It usually attracts the baby's attention. So such visuals you can also use flashcards. There are plenty of flashcards available in the market at very affordable prices. You can start using with them like a single picture. Show them a single picture, point at it and tell them what it is. For example, this is a dog. So that image gets registered in their mind and they will remember that okay, this picture, what is registered in their mind, that is a dog, that's a dog. So the next time when you show that picture, they will try to recollect. Initially they might not tell you what it is, but after repeatedly telling them, they will surely recollect that word and they will be able to tell it that it's a dog. So this is how the visual images or the visual learning helps a child, and it's a great thing to start with. One is to make learning fun. We all learn better when we are involved in certain things. The same is with children. Children are so engaged and in playing, and they love playing, that sometimes it so happens that we call them or we ask them for something, they don't listen or they don't reply. That is how much they are involved in it. So why not use this opportunity and introduce English to them? How do we use this opportunity? This is by introducing games to them, by introducing flashcards to them, or also by, so why not introduce games to them? This is number one is to use flashcards to them. They enjoy this activity, especially when it is done with the parents. Next one, in older children, we can try playing name, place, animal thing, which we used to play in the earlier days. It is a great opportunity to improve your English. And next one is to play memory games in the children, and also to introduce art activity, colors through painting, where they are learning the different names of the colors, how they are doing it, the action of holding, all such things can be taught. Simple vocabularies like holding, touching, sitting, standing, such things can be taught to them, and they also learn it very 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 fast. And also through the different rhymes and songs which are available, through these also they learn different words, and explaining the meanings to them will be very very helpful. And lastly, it's also you can also introduce different opposites. You can teach opposites to them, like a tall glass, short glass, that's a whiteboard, this is a blackboard, please stand up, please sit down. All such words will make them understand, with since it is done with action and also with fun, they absolutely grasp this very early. The next one is to use everyday situations. It will be very easy that during the day or in the routine which they are following in all these activities, why not introduce them English? For example, when they are brushing the teeth, so they have to understand with what they are brushing, that is toothbrush, toothpaste. Such things can be introduced. What is the action of brushing called? That is, it is called brushing. Teach them the word brushing there. And when they are taking bath, why is it called taking bath? Use the different tell them the different things which are used, like the mug, water, soap. All such things are very little things, but that is how small little words build up into bigger sentences. This is how we should introduce. And also while doing involving them in household chores, while cleaning, dusting, washing, like drying the clothes, folding the clothes, teaching them those particular words every time you do something, like mixing things, drying the clothes, or cleaning, washing hands. All such things, simple words can be started with. Later this will be, as I told, later these will build into absolutely very good sentences, and you will be proud of your children how soon they will grasp everything, and they by themselves will be able to form sentences. One is to read to them and also keep repeating what you are telling. It's very essential that we start introducing books at a very early age. Maybe even at 3 to 4 months of age, you can start reading books to your children, and you will realize how amazing to it that they get attracted to it. So it is better that we start with books which have visuals in it, as I told before. Like, but whatever happens, see to that you use the word in English only. If at all you want them to learn better English. So A for apple, B for ball. So that is how they register. Okay, this is an apple, it's red in color and it is called apple. That is how they register in their mind. And also when you are reading stories, it's very essential that you read stories in English only, whatever it is, in English only, because maybe initially they will not understand what it is, but later in life they will correlate that situation to that word, where they will learn it very quickly, the English words and their sentences. Next comes to using the technology. In this modern era and the digital world, our child are introduced to TVs and mobile phones at a very early age, and it is inevitable. For example, when we are clicking their pictures, showing them, taking selfies, showing them the photos, and that is when the process of cartoons and rhymes starts to them. But there's nothing wrong in it if it is used in a very limited time. So why not use this opportunity in introducing them English through they are cartoons only, and nowadays there are plenty of cartoons and apps available which are very educational in nature if we use it very wisely. Introduce the different words, words of name, places, animals, things, colors, whatnot. Everything is available in the cartoons if we used wisely, where they will learn, not just blindly see. Has been watching a few apps and few cartoons since his childhood, and that is how he has learnt English to a great extent. Some of the apps which he has been using are Khan Academy Kids. For coloring, there's a different app, and also puzzles he's been solving, and specifically in cartoons he usually watches Blippi. So that is a very great cartoon character wherein he introduces different things available where the children can understand through pictorially and also roaming around in their own language. It's a great choice for your kids. Please do consider these apps and these cartoons for your kids to improve their English knowledge. Give them lots of time. Child learning English will not be a magical process, and it will not be done over the night. So don't expect it from your child also. it will take lots of time, have lots of patience and lots of teaching to your children, where they, and if started at a very early age, they, by the age of 2 to 3 years they will be able to learn good English. So have patience, don't rush, each child is different. Don't give pressure that they have to learn English. It will happen, they will learn this on the go, if not now, later when they are when they go to school. Don't pressurize, but there is no harm in teaching your children English at a very early age. If you like this video, do consider subscribing and also like, share to all your friends and family out there and support in growing our family. Until next time, bye bye.